narrow-minded now, thinking crazy shit. All these things can be addressed, all these things can be fixed within you, and once you start addressing them things, outside here just becomes 10 times better, mate. Honest to God, it does lie. You need to get on it. Look what I've been through. I should be sat here riddled with addictions upon medication, because that's what it does to you. That life I've just got through, this life I'm in, do you know what it does to 85% of the people that go through it? By the time they're my age now, 47, they're finished. They've done drugs, they've done medication, been smoking all their lives, having it all their lives. This is the point I'm making. You're on it? So if I can sit here, drug-free, calm, collective, not erratic, not discriminative, not racial, not extreme, do you understand what I'm saying to you? If I can do that after what I've witnessed, experienced and gone through, anyone can. And that's the point I'm making to you. That's the power of choose a life, not a knife. Right there for you. Look what I've done. Look what I've gone through. Look where I'm at now. And look what I'm doing now. And if that's not a complete change in anyone's cycle, I don't know what is. I've got people hating on me, criticising me, because I've just gone through a cycle of events, physically and emotionally, and I've showed you them all. You've seen me skinny as funny, and you've seen me healthy as skin. You've seen me speaking articulate and correct. You've seen me speaking out of context and extreme. You see me in every shade and every stage of my progress since I've been out of custody. I haven't hid none of it. You've seen me on my ass. You've seen me with a girl. You've seen me break up with a girl. You've seen it all. Every single bit of my process I have put out there. Allegations, assassinations of reputations, everything. And that's the way I've always been since a kid, you know. I've always been shy internally, but externally very flamboyant. So I'll show you everything, but I couldn't ask you for anything. Does that make sense? Do you work, Darren? I wish, lad. I wouldn't be this good. Not psychologically. I wouldn't be this financially if I had a job, mate. Yes, Mark Anthony from Liverpool. Mark Anthony, Heighton. What would you do if you could pick anything? What do you mean, work-wise, or? I don't know, mate. I'd do anything, to be honest with you, Lara. Anything that can give me productivity through the day. Anything that can help me achieve and progress and climb a ladder. I just don't want to go into a warehouse and pack bolts. That's a jail job. I've left jail. I don't think I've got the mental capacity to sit in such an environment. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, you know, all I need, mate, all I need to make me more efficient in life is secure accommodation. So for the last 2 months I've been dying to do what I know I can do when it comes to social media. But I don't want to start it until I know I'm sweet in this address. And because I'm not getting the clarification, I'm not starting this. And if I start this and then get told I'm not sweet at this address, I'll have to restart this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's all like, I just need an office and somewhere to live. That's all I need. I need somewhere where I can separate my working life, which is me streaming, away from me personal life, which is where I eat and sleep and rest, because it's all in one zone. If you understand what I'm saying, I like my sectioned off. So I'm not in no rush. I'm not in no rush, to be honest with you. You know, I've rushed and rushed and rushed and rushed and rushed, and it gets you nowhere. You best just slowing right down, understanding the process and believing it, and just let it flow. And eventually the things you want the most will come to you. The things I want most, I want a family home with my child running around my feet. That's all I want, and the tools to maintain it. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's all I'm after, mate, and I'll get there. But as I say, I'm on a rebuild. You know, I started my life 7 years ago. Although I was born in 1978, this stage of my life began 7 years ago, and it's like being a baby again. The whole process again. Correcting the way I think, correcting the way I conduct myself, speak to people, approach people. Definitely don't commit crime. Definitely don't commit acts of violence. Definitely don't live off crime. Definitely don't live off the proceeds of crime. And all these things of what are my personal goals, my little objectives that I've set myself and achieved. And that's why I'm confident. That's why I've got this character which comes across powerful sometimes. I'm very confident in what I'm doing and how I'm moving. It's because I've achieved these little goals, and in my mind it accumulates to a massive goal. Like me just not breaching my licence to use doesn't seem like fun. But when you look at the amount of prisoners that breach their licence on a regular basis, I come out up here. I'm rare. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, when I'm getting out of custody, before I'm out of custody, I've got a 10-year plan. You know, a year before my release date, I've got a 10-year plan written. Where do I want to be? 2026. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where do I want to be in 10 years' time? What do I need to do to be where I want to be in 10 years' time? Let's look at my situation and let's see what goals I can achieve very easily and very relevant now around this time. You jot it down. Year 1, I want to send off my provisional licence. So on my year 1, first and foremost, don't breach licence conditions. The first target, first objective for me was to complete my licence conditions without failing and being returned to prison. And I'd done it. And I couldn't really do else until that first one was achieved, because the other 9 years of the plan was non-existent if I didn't complete the licence period. Do you understand? If I would have went back in custody and breached my licence, my 10-year plan would have been completely void, and I would have had to do it all again, think again, start again, all of. And that's what you do, you set your goals out. So I achieved loads of little dashing when I'm getting terrorised by the police, when I'm getting stitched up by them, put through the court process, under threat of getting returned back to prison, drug dealers trying to right through all of that, I'm achieving stuff. And I firmly believe, because I never fell, or because I never gave up, because I never fell back into the, I was gifted for it. So at the age of 27, I went into custody at 24. Never had no kids. At the age of 27 and a half, I'm then convicted. So I'm on remand for 3 years in custody. Went in at 24, was finally convicted in 2007. On my sentence, I'm getting told expect a 30 to 35 recommendation. The only thing I could think about when that judge told me to stand up on the back of the guilty verdict was this: I haven't even got a child outside. That's me done. That's all that was going through my head when I'm looking at this 35 rec. I haven't even got a child outside. That's my family tree, dead. I'm non-existent now. And then he shocked me and gave me the not 30 or not 35. He sentenced me under the old law and gave me a straight 18 with an 18 months licence, because that's how the old law worked. So that was the first objective. that licence. Completed the licence. 6 months later, Quintus. A girl's pregnant. I've always wanted a kid. Me age, never thought I'd be able to have a child. I'm past that age now, bam. Quintus's mum's what, 26, 27? The age difference, it weren't compatible. So me, in my mind, in my person, in my little ways of thinking, Quintus was a reward from the skies for me being and doing what I'd done. And you know when, and listen to this people, you know when Quintus's ma was turning scatty for her friends, you know, because I was having beef with the lamb and all their friends, and her circle of friends was always their circle. When she started turning scatty with that business, she started stopping me seeing the kid. Now, because I'm offending her mates, I now can't see me child. Now, we're broke. There's nothing in it for us, but Quintus is my son, and I've always wanted to have hands on with him, always. Do you understand? And because I was with her friends, she just switched. Started denying access for me to have access to Quintus, and using it on me and fucking my head up on it. So I just had to make the decision as a man, as a powerful man, to say, okay, I'm not willing to deteriorate psychologically because I've got a woman who is trying her hardest to fill up by not giving me access to the kid. So I made a decision, and this is what I said to her. You either let me see the kid, you either let me have access to Quintus, or you'll get off and I won't even try and contact him. Because don't forget, right through all this, every single month on my universal credit, when the woman's pregnant and when she's had the baby, I'm sending half my dough to her. When she started refusing to let me see Quintus, I was still sending dough to her. But then I just thought to myself, this, bang, just cut them off.